It's the Oakland Raiders, get your mouthpiece. You in the black hole with the black beast. This ain't black gold, this is black silver.
Green Bay has run 22 more plays than the Raiders tonight, and the total offense just 76 yards as Connor Cook will now make an appearance at quarterback. 34-5 as a three-year starter at Michigan State with a trip to the college football playoff last year and a couple of Big Ten championships. He was 7 for 11 for 71 yards in his debut last week in the win over the Cardinals.
I thought he looked pretty good last week. I thought he saw things quickly. I thought he got rid of the ball quickly. Made good decisions, throw things away. I thought there was a couple of nice things that he did.
Much was made around draft day of his completion percentage in college, whether or not he had the leadership skills, but last night, Jack Del Rio really thought he showed a lot of poise, a lot of command in the pocket, that presence that you need at this level.
You gotta have poise at that position. You gotta have a good confidence in yourself because it affects the whole huddle. You gotta be able to stand in front of that group and get it done.
About a look at Connor and the Spartans. Uh-oh, that's against your Penn State Nittany Lions. I don't think this is a result you're going to like, Matt.
Well, depends.
It's good from the Connor Cook perspective,
I'm
certainly.
For Connor Cook, yeah.
A terrific career at Michigan State. In recent years, they picked up big wins over Michigan while he was there, as well as Ohio State last year. Terrific win for the team. He had to look on from the sideline due to an injury, but then helped them win the Big Ten championship and get into the playoff.
I think Mark D'Antonio is one of the better coaches in college football.
We'll hand it off to DeAndre Washington. For a couple up the middle. Looks like guys like McCants and Feliciano and Kirkland and Vidal Alexander, the rookie out of LSU. Up front right now.
Yeah, I thought Alexander played pretty well last week. He did some good things. Kind of like him inside as a guard more than a tackle.
Well, if they keep an eighth guy, it's going to be holding on the Raiders. It might just be Vidal, the All-American.
Holding. Offense number 10. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
It was a 7th-round pick out of LSU. Enjoyed blocking for Leonard Fournette the last couple of years. Leonard will be one of the favorites for the Heisman Trophy this year. Johnny Holton is now into the lineup, along with Roberts and Holmes. Holton is to the top of your screen, wide right. Just bringing the blitz. Washington able to run away from it. Pickup of 6 more. 2nd and 14.
Nice call. Yeah, nice job of the offensive line just staying in front so people give Washington a little bit of running room. Sets up the second and about 14.
Over 3,400 yards rushing at Texas Tech. With 23 touchdown runs. Roberts is the motion man. Quick throws to Seth. With the seam out to the 30. And they are able to get the yardage back to make this a workable 3rd down at about 5.
Yeah, 3rd and manageable. This is what Cook did just a week ago. He's seen the field pretty well. Good decisions, ball's where it has to be. All it's doing is just give them a little bit of something to work with. See if they can't they can pick up this 1st down and give them a little bit more.
And line up DeAndre at a receiver now alongside Holton to the top of your screen on 3rd down.
5 wide. Last time he took off the rail.
Looking for Holton, who comes back to make the catch out to midfield. And a 1st down for the Raiders.
And Holton has that speed, so you have to respect it. And if that guy is even, you're throwing it behind. He did a nice job of coming back to that ball.
20 yards on the pass play. That ties for the longest gainer of the day in the desert against Arizona in the preseason opener for the Raiders. Rushed for nearly 100 yards and 2 touchdowns, and now he's in at tailback behind Connor Cook.
Correction on the number 23, the penalty.
Averaged over 19 yards per carry against the Cardinals. Also, Jake McGee, the new guy, is in at tight end. He's just off the line to the right side. Atkinson will try and follow Jake. And he picks up a couple of yards. How about Atkinson last week, Matt, going for 53 and then 35?
Yeah, what was impressive, like he can make you miss like right there, but he can outrun the field, as you see right here. He outruns an angle, and he does it again on another run later in the game right here. This is just all speed and wherewithal to cut back underneath, but he gets a little bit of a crack here. We'll see that speed again.
His teammates to a man thrilled for Atkinson, and it's Marvin Hall who had 3 catches last week with the first down reception from Connor Cook. Let's go down to the field now, and here's Nicole.
All right, Beth, thank you. Alongside a new face to the Silver and Black and Sean Smith, and you wear it well. I can tell you, when you showed up at that draft party, you walked on stage and commanded the room. What made you want to come to the Silver and Black?
To be honest with you, tradition. You know, I think if you take a look at all the defensive backs that put this jersey on and came through this organization, I mean, you cannot help but want to be a part of this. You know, I spoke with Coach Rod Wilson about this, you know, a fellow DB that came through here, and just told him that, you know, it wasn't always about a check. You know, it's about being a part of something great and leaving my name and my legacy, you know, on this organization. And maybe one day somebody could, you know, look me up like Sean was a part of those great DBs that came through here.
Well, and they welcomed you with open arms, obviously, because of what you do on the field. But in the locker room, the presence that you have, even in the film room, how has it been connecting to the younger backs?
It's fun, you know, because this team is very, very talented. You know, we have a lot of young guys out here running around, and, you know, with me being in the NFL for a few years now, they're definitely feeding off my knowledge and trying to pick my brain, you know, and trying to get better out there.
Ken Norton Jr. said what he likes about you is you're really smart and you're heady.
Well, I mean, he was out of bounds, but that didn't matter. Rules were different then.
Here comes Johnny. We'll get back to the 20, and that's it. 24 yards on that return for Holton. Mackington Dorlian with the tackle. How will Connor Cook and the offense respond to that interception that led to the field goal just a few moments ago?
There's Brad Sealing speaking with Holton. Of course, the special teams coach does a really nice job. Special teams has in this league for a long time.
First down give is to Atkinson. The Raiders got into town here. Some late pushing going on. Got into town here last night, had a walkthrough at the hotel, Matt, and then it was game on today. And something that the Raiders plan to do, because that could be very similar to their trips this year to both Mexico City on a Monday night and then Kansas City late in the season.
Yeah, I think it's good planning by the coaching staff to get this, kind of get it as a kind of a run through in practice. Because the players are creatures of habits. And so when you start, if you give it to them early and they get a feel for it, that works. Because it's interesting. Have you ever been through a locker room and watch guys, how they get changed, how they get dressed, how they hang things up? It's all
Personal
like,
foul. Unnecessary roughness. Offense number 73 initiated the altercation. After this is the goal. Down counts. Take it down.
That would be Mr. Matt McCants.
Yeah, he was driving the guy after the play, and all I saw was the end when he got hit in the back by somebody. So
that is the third personal foul on the Raiders. You saw Jack Del Rio asking the field judge, what is that?
So Jack's saying, so the guy who hit him in the back, that's okay?
Yeah.
That doesn't count?
Michael Banks, the field judge, trying to explain. Well, I don't know if Del Rio would agree with it anyways. That is Atkinson. He was met almost immediately upon taking possession of the ball. This is also something, too, that the Raiders will have to get used to. You know, usually you'd like to stay on the West Coast and play your preseason games, not travel quite as far, but the Raiders will be on the road for 3 of their first 4 games. And in the first half of the season, 5 times they will be heading east for 10 a.m. Pacific kickoffs.
Those are tough. We talked about it last week. Those are tough games to be prepared for.
Nice work after the catch. Got a good block from Colton Underwood.
Yeah, Underwood does a nice job getting his head in front and giving Atkinson a little bit more right here. See how he got his head in front? Was able to use some of that speed that he has.
He has shown himself well here in the first couple of preseason games.
Commitment to excellence we deliver, and we'll play past regulation. It's the invasion of the Raider Nation.